Hello. Happy Tuesday, I think. So, I wanted to take just at least this one more session to talk about boundaries one last time and to point out something about another thing about boundaries that we may not realize. And I think when we're not being conscious about our boundaries and we're not really like, when it's just kind of noise in the background, it feels like a heavy, hard, negative thing to because you're essentially a boundary is telling somebody what you won't do, right? They want something from you that you're not willing to give, and so that feels negative and hard. But the advantage and the upside to boundaries, well, there's lots of them, but one in particular is how boundaries build trust. And if you think about the people in your life and the people whom you'll ask to do something for you, or you see in the community, they're always asked to do things and they always say yes. And then maybe you hear that they're not always, I'm having a hard time articulating this, but when people say yes grudgingly, you can feel that, right? When you know there's somebody who's always going to say yes, even if they don't want to do it, you feel like a burden. True or not true? That's how it is for me. But when you ask something of someone who has great boundaries, whether it's just their time, like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Or hey, can you do this favor for me? Or whatever it is. When you're asking somebody who has great boundaries and they say yes, you know it's because they actually can do it and they're doing it with the right attitude from the right place. They're not doing it grudgingly. They're not doing it with a silent roll of their eyes, or I guess rolling your eyes is always silent, but you know what I mean. Words are hard today. Um, so when you set boundaries, somebody in a discussion was talking about setting boundaries with their friends and being able to say, no, I can't go out tonight. I need some time to myself. When you can do that, what that means, you're not saying to your friend, I don't like you, I don't want to hang out with you. What you're saying to them is that when I invest time in you, you're getting all of me. And it's because you're the person I choose to be with. And so when you spend time together, it's kind of an honor, like, I know you want to be here with me, versus this kind of where you feel like you're being a burden and like, is this really, do you really want to be here? Would you rather be do you get what I'm saying? Can you kind of understand or feel that insecurity that comes when you're around people who don't have great boundaries? So anyway, that was not very well articulated. So thanks for sticking with me. But yeah, think about that. Think about that in your relationships and notice the people around you who have great boundaries and who don't, and how that impacts you and how you feel around them. And you might be surprised. Okay, until next time.